A great break for this offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Florida State.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
On the ground, it's Cooper. Running like he wants that football as he gets to the 37.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Aztecs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fast motion from the offense. Wants to throw on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Aztecs. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And it's caught, and they have an 8-0 lead. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. Discards a man.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive, it's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside, kick this thing, and try to maintain possession, just not get the ball back. That's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and you're trying to add insult to injury.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Aztecs want to move quickly. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He fires one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll take another shot here. Pulls it in on the right. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offense
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, San Diego State.
That's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
A two-point conversion attempt is coming. He'll set up to throw. Steps away to find some room. Throws it back across his body. What do you think happened? Intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead.
Florida State, 0.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Stopped after making the catch.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Jackson will throw. Coming after him. Makes his connection. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Hit the afterburners, kid. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second and goal coming up. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
On second down, he'll fire. And that one's incomplete. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking for room, it's Cooper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Aztecs in the hurry-up.
Offense facing 4th down.
Quarterback will audible. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Boy, his freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there?
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll put the tight end in motion. Going up top on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Offense lining up quickly. The give to the back. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Power football with the run. At midfield, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Trying to run, it's Davis. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. The Aztecs racing to the line in a hurry-up. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Off-play action. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cooper. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off, and he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They'll immediately call timeout. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Oh, and the QB so lucky that that one wasn't picked off. These are small windows to throw into down here in the red zone. Defense tipped it up in the air. A lot of defenders lurking around. Lucky that ball hit the ground.
Tackled there by the defense.
Picks up 1. It's now 4th and
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Just drives in between the uprights. They'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half.
17. Florida State.
I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high rate.
Open runway ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
Number 20.
And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
14.
The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Aztecs will take over. 1st and 10.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can be a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Aztecs headed quickly to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Turns it on down the left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
San Diego State, 17. Florida State, 14.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Give to the big fullback. Close to the end zone, and the ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. They'll go to the ground. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, you're running full speed with everything you have. A lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him. And then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job by that young man.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
And this offense has to find a way to run football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Jackson gonna throw it. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Escapes trouble. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
From the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires and picked off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that, and they've got it at the 49.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. They'll run the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? 4th down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, baby.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill when you're winning. Run the clock out, run the football, be physical, watch it go to zeros.
Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. He's looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Stands in and takes the hit. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.